A samurai sword versus medieval armor, which would win? In the 14th century, Japanese swords were renowned for their sharpness and were often double-edged with a sharp point. They were also incredibly tough and were able to withstand a lot of punishment. In fact, a skilled samurai could use a single sword for an entire lifetime. That being said, the same could not be said about the armor of the time. European armor was generally made of steel and was designed to protect against blunt force trauma, such as that from a battle axe or mace. However, it was not necessarily designed to withstand sharp blows from a sword like this one. The lack of edge retention from the armor would allow the samurai sword to slice through it like butter. However, there's a twist. This isn't just any samurai sword. It's the katana, the most famous and iconic Japanese sword of all time. And it's about to face off against not just any medieval armor, but the most iconic medieval armor of all time, the suit of armor. This is a fully functional suit of medieval armor. Every part of this suit is fully articulated, allowing for a full range of motion. But it weighs over 50 pounds. Just the helmet alone weighs almost 10 pounds. That being said, the suit is incredibly well protected. The armpits, knees, and groin are all protected by hardened steel, and the torso has over a dozen overlapping steel plates. There's no doubt that this armor would be able to withstand a few slashes from a katana. But there's a reason why we only see samurai in movies wearing one katana. It's because two would be too much to handle. Each katana weighs about 3.5 pounds, and while they are incredibly light and agile, they are still very difficult to wield. In fact, most people can't even lift this one-handed sword with their entire body weight behind them. So how in the world could anyone wield two of these swords at once? Well, it turns out that the Japanese actually had a solution for this problem. They developed a special type of katana called the wakizashi. These were smaller, lighter swords that were worn on the side of the katana. With the wakizashi, the samurai were able to have two swords at all times without having to worry about their equipment getting too heavy. So with the wakizashi in hand, the samurai is ready to take on the suit of armor once again. But will it be enough? The suit of armor is simply too well protected. The samurai's previous attack would have surely sliced through the leather and chainmail underneath. But the solid steel of the armor is a different story. It'll take more than a few lucky hits to win this battle. The samurai needs to land a killing blow, but where to hit? The helmet seems too well protected. The armpits, knees, and groin are all vulnerable spots, but they're also very well protected. There's only one place left for the samurai to hit, the heart. If he can get a clean shot through the visor, he'll win the battle. But will he be able to do it? Will the samurai's blade be able to pierce the armor and end the fight? Or will the knight's armor prove to be too strong and defeat the samurai?